Sean is flying what is considered to be the most famous aerobatic biplane in the world today. It is called the Oracle Challenger. This aircraft was actually built specifically for Sean by our team because there simply was not another aircraft in existence that could do what Sean demanded. It took us 16 months to build. It's the only one like it in the world today. Weighing in at barely 1,200 pounds and powered by almost 400 horsepower. It is considered to be the most high-performance aerobatic biplane in the world. Eric Tucker is flying the German-built Extra 300. This is a fully certified aircraft built in Germany. It is a two-place aircraft, and it is used extensively all around the world, not only for air show flying, but also for air show aerobatic competition, and it is also used extensively for flight training. We actually own two of these aircraft, which we operate at the Tutima Academy of Aviation Safety, where we teach air show flying, we teach aerobatic competition flying, and we teach emergency maneuver training. We take pilots and we make them safer pilots through our course of emergency maneuver training. Right now, Eric using that giant three-bladed propeller and utilizing the gyroscopic properties of that to tumble this aircraft into orbit. Air show season began in the middle of March. We're home based in Salinas, California. Once we left Salinas, we have since then performed at more than 25 show sites across North America in front of a total of more than 8 million air show fans. Today is the final day of our final air show of the 2008 air show season. During this season, these aircraft have each accumulated more than 350 flight hours and traveled a distance of more than 25,000 miles. Once we return home to Salinas, California, we'll be back there tomorrow. In about 4 days after that, the Oracle Challenger will be completely dismantled to get it ready for the 2009 air show season. We will start by removing the wings from the aircraft. They are actually wooden wings, which are fabric covering. The fabric covering will be removed. The sheet metal will be removed from the fuselage and stripped. The engine will be removed and overhauled. The propeller will be removed and overhauled. We will make any repairs or modifications to the airframe. We will then start to reassemble the aircraft. Obviously, we'll recover the fuselage and the wings, repaint everything, reassemble it. We will spend 1 week test flying the aircraft, and then Sean will start to fly 3 times a day for approximately 3 weeks to get himself ready for the 2009 air show season. Our goal is to have the Oracle Challenger back in the sky no later than February 15th. Later this afternoon, when Sean gives you his full 15-minute solo performance, you will see many original maneuvers, including what we call the triple ribbon cut. Right now, Sean is going to simulate the triple ribbon cut, and I'll try to describe it for you. What you're going to see this afternoon is we're going to take 12 brave volunteers. We are going to send them out onto the runway behind the Thunderbirds with 3 sets of aluminum poles. Each of those poles is 24 feet tall. They will each suspend a ribbon which will stand 20 feet above the runway. Each set of ribbons will be 700 feet apart, and what Sean is going to do is first start by diving underneath all 3 of those ribbons to check out the show line to make sure that it's obstruction free. He will then return and attempt to slice all 3 of those ribbons in one single pass in 3 separate flight attitudes. Right knife edge, left knife edge, and finally in Sean D. Tucker now at Deep Air Show Ride. He is going to return back to Air Show Center while Eric takes up position deep in the box. Right now, Sean pulls the nose skyward for the maneuver which he calls the double hammerhead. Following the shoulder roll with that nose perfectly vertical, hard full left rudder, and Sean will complete not one, but 2 consecutive hammerhead turnarounds. As Sean goes by and says hi to the folks at the control tower, Eric takes his place driving across Aviation center. Point rolls with a pull-up onto the 45, now to the vertical. It's called the Avalanche. Negative, geez. If the folks here at Nellis Air Force Base had been unable to allow Sean and Eric this practice window, they would have each climbed into the aircraft, taken off, flown to an area about 30 miles this morning flight to return, because Sean feels that's what he needs to do in order to give you the best performance when he comes back this afternoon at 12:30. Sean now pulling over the top in the Humpty Bump turnaround. He is now going to start simulating the triple ribbon cut. Diving down, looking for that first ribbon. Again, it will be only 20 feet above the ground. Sean will start by diving underneath that first ribbon. 210 miles an hour, wheels barely 5 feet above the ground. He pulls up into the triple avalanche. Once he's inverted, he was going to look out through the top of the canopy trying to find that second ribbon. Once in sight, he'll continue around the corner, diving underneath ribbon number 2, and then driving until he passes underneath that third and final ribbon. Right now, Sean is going to push over the top and at low speed demonstrate for you the world's smallest inside loop. It's called the alley-oop. Eric in the Lomshabak, tumbling his way out of the aerobatic box with the inverted recovery. As Sean exits the little loop, he is going to go down to air show left, and that will be our indication that the show line is in fact right now 18 feet above the ground. Sean rolls into right knife edge flight through ribbon number 1. He will then roll to left knife edge flight through number 2, and then in for and final ribbon. Sean is now going to set up for what he considers to be his most technically challenging maneuver. It's called the torque roll, and it was used for the first time in 1972 by Mr. Charlie Hiller to win for the United States the World Aerobatic Championship trophy. What Sean is going to do is accelerate and now pull into the vertical, starting to roll the aircraft to the left while climbing to an altitude of 1,800 feet above the ground. Once he gets to 1,800 feet, the engine can no longer hold him, so he will now switch into reverse and start to fly this aircraft towards the ground, tail first at over 100 miles an hour. All the while, Eric circling his father on the way down. Once through his critical altitude, Sean lets that nose fall through the horizon, and he is going to exit down to air show left. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes this morning's warm-up flight. What do you think of Sean D. Tucker and Eric Tucker? I'd say that was worth coming out a little early.
Actually being simulcast right now.
That's right. On News Talk 720 KDWN, which is KDWN.com on the web. My radio show airs Monday through Friday from 8 to 10 in the morning Pacific time.
And if you haven't heard it, you need to tune in, because there's some very, very interesting and controversial
About what's going on in Las Vegas. You know, I had hookers on my show, mobsters on my show, and